Hello students, this is our AVE lecture, that is audio video engineering. Today we will see second unit of audio video engineering. The second unit is digital TV and display devices. In first unit we have seen fundamentals of color television. We have seen different terms related to the color television. Then we have seen color TV systems, then mixing of color, then NTSC, PAL, SECM, this analog television concept. Today we will see digital TV and its display devices. Now let us see what is the syllabus, what are the topics that we will cover in this particular second unit. That is, first we will see introduction to digital TV. We will see what is actually the digital TV, what is the concept of digital TV. Then we will see digital TV signals and its parameters, digital TV transmitters. Then we will see MAC signals, advanced MAC signal transmission, then digital TV receivers, basic principles of digital video compression techniques, MPEG standards, then digital TV recording techniques, display devices, that is LED, LCD, TFT and plasma. All these terms or all these topics we will see in detail in this second unit. Now let us start with first point, that is digital television. We can call it as DTV. Now let us see what is actually the DTV or digital television. Digital television is a telecommunication system for broadcasting and receiving moving pictures and sound by means of digital signals. Uses digital modulation data which is digitally compressed and requires decoding by a specially designed television set or standard receiver with a set-top box. Means, in case of digital TVs we are using specially the digital signals so that the particular television can display the moving digital signal for the better experience than the analog signals or analog televisions. Means, we can call it as digital TV or DTV is a new broadcasting technology that will transform one's television viewing experience. It will transform the viewing experience. It will reach to a next level. DTV enables the broadcasters to offer television with movie quality, picture and sound. It can also offer multiple programming choices called as multitasking. Multitasking is also given in this particular type of television, that is digital television. And interactive capabilities, digital switchovers dates in every country is different based on the economy and government policies. Now, converting to the DTVs will also free up parts of scarce and valuable broadcast spectrums. Those portions of the spectrum can then be used for other important services such as public and safety services. We can say that the TV stations serving all the markets worldwide are airing digital television programming nowadays, although most will continue to provide the analog programming also through the February 17, 2009. From 2009, analog also be displayed, and as well as digital television will also come in market. At the point, full power television station will cease broadcasting on their current analog channels, and the spectrum they use for the analog broadcasting will be reclaimed and put to the others users. Now let us see that analog TVs will need additional equipment to receive over the air television when the DTV transition ends. Means, analog television does not support this particular set of digital television, so that analog television will need the additional equipment for the purpose of broadcasting. Now let us see what are the different that equipment, additional equipment needed for the purpose of receiving that signal. The consumers or the clients or the persons who are using the analog TV, who rely on the antennas, including outside antenna that's out on the roof of the particular house, or the rabbit ears, to receive the broadcast signal on television sets having only analog tuners, will need to operate a separate digital to analog set-top box. Before they were using only analog tuners and they were using only the particular antenna, but here in the case of DTV, that is digital televisions, the particular users will need to use the digital to analog set-top converter boxes to watch over the air TV to experience a digital television experience. These boxes will receive the digital signal and convert them into the analog format for display on analog televisions. Analog sets connected to such converter boxes will display the digital broadcast but not necessarily in the full or original digital quality. Means they can watch the particular signal on the analog TV, but they will not have a good quality or original quality as that of the digital televisions. And one more point that we have to consider here, that is the cable subscribers. Whoever are the cable subscriber, they may need new DTV equipment to view the DTV programming in digital format. Okay, one should ask the cable provider that they want the digital television equipment for the purpose of better experience than the analog television, and the particular satellite subscriber may need new DTV equipment to receive and view the higher definition and digital programming. One should ask the satellite company that they need the one that is needed for the digital television experience. Okay, getting the concept of digital television, what is actually the digital television? Now let us see the advantages of digital television over the analog televisions. The digital television is having superior image resolution for a given bandwidth than the same bandwidth with the analog television. It is having smaller channel bandwidth. It is having more digital channels than the analog television. Compatibility with the computers and the internet means in the DTV we can connect that particular DTV to the computers as well as external internet connection we can give to that particular digital television, which was not possible in the case of analog television. Analog television was able to broadcast only whatever was broadcasted, and whatever the antenna of the analog television can receive, only that particular thing was being telecasted in the on the analog television. But in case of digital television, we can access internet or we can use different apps on that particular television. That is a advantage of analog television over the advantage of DTV or digital television over the analog television. Electronic program guides and interactivity with the users, it is having superior audio quality, consistency of the reception over varying distances. Other non-television services, that is paying multimedia services, means we are not having that particular non-television services. We can play multimedia, we can play different movies by accessing the internet, we can connect a pen drive, we can connect a laptop, we can connect different data drive, different drives to that particular television, so that multitasking is done. We can use other television applications over the DTV. These are nothing but the advantages of GTV over the TV. Now let us see the disadvantages of this particular digital television. While poor signal analog television quality could be evaluated by the user by the amount of noise on the screen, the digital TV has no gray areas. It either works or does not when the signal is not strong enough. Means when there is not strong signal, it will not show the gray images, or it will not show that particular noise. It will directly stop working. That is the disadvantage of the digital TV. Here we can say that the particular analog television, about the analog television, the consumers of the analog television will always be able to connect an inexpensive receiver, a set top box, to their existing analog televisions to decode the DTV broadcast signals. Means if a person is having analog television and that particular people have decided that from the February 17 2009 the stations will broadcast only digital signals, and the persons are not having the digital television, they are having the analog television, but the persons or customers, they are having the analog television, they will be able to see the digital signal over the analog television by using analog to digital conversions, or using the set top boxes. Set top boxes will not convert your analog TV to high definition. This set top box only convert this particular digital signal to the analog signal. It will not be given as a digital signal. Means if you are having an analog television, though the digital signal is being telecasting, you can see the analog signal with the low quality with your same set top box. Analog TVs will continue to work with the cable, satellites, VCRs, DVD players, camcorders, video games, consoles, and other devices for many years. In case of DTV, we can say that the digital cable or digital satellite does not mean a program is in high definition. Digital pictures will be free from ghost and snow that can affect analog transmission. Means whatever the digital television we are having, it will not be having snow effect and ghost effect and noise effect like that. Multitasking is available in the digital televisions. We can have different, we can use that particular digital television for different purposes, for listening songs, for watching movies, for watching the serials, for getting the for watching the things that are being broadcasted by the particular stations. HDTV is also available with the DTV, means we are having high definition digital television. Data streaming is possible in case of DTV. These are nothing but the different things related to the analog television and digital television. We can say in short, this is nothing but the difference between analog television and digital television. We have seen advantages of analog television, and after that advantages of the digital televisions also. Let's move toward the next point. Here we will see the analog TV has a slow gradual failure. Existing PAL service was planned for 50% availability at 50% of locations. Digital TVs has a cliff edge failure. Digital TV needs planning for 90 to 99% of availability at 90 to 99% of locations. Means in case of that particular digital television, whenever there is an increase in the signal strength, quality of the picture or quality of the display will increase suddenly. Now let us see the next parameter. Here we can say that signal quality versus distance graph we have seen. The particular red line shows the signal quality versus distance graph that is gradually reducing. Means when the distance of that particular analog television will be increasing from the broadcasting station, the signal quality will be decreasing. That is nothing but the graph we can see. But in case of digital television, towards some distance, if the distance is increasing, still the signal quality will remain same, but at some particular distance, when there is a so large distance, then it will abruptly decrease its signal quality. Okay, getting in detail how we have seen signal quality, how the signal distance of the particular analog television will affect the signal quality, and here we have seen the particular signal strength will affect the display quality or signal quality of that particular analog and digital televisions. Now let us see how the particular digital television works. We will understand first how the digital television works. For that purpose, we need to understand how actually the analog television was working. When we will understand the working of the analog television, then we can understand how the digital television works. So let us first see how the analog television works. A video camera takes a picture in the case of analog television. Okay, whatever a video camera that is used for the purpose of recording particular picture, video, audio, etc., the video camera takes a picture of a scene. It does this at a frame rate of 30 frames per second. The camera rasterizes the scene, that is, the camera turns the picture into rows of individual dots called as pixels. whatever the picture that is converted into rows of individual dots, or we can call it simply as a pixels. Each pixel is assigned a color and intensity. Okay, the rows of the pixels are combined with the synchronization signals. They are called as a horizontal synchronization and vertical synchronization signal. We have seen in the first unit what is synchronization, horizontal and vertical synchronization signal, so that the electronics inside a TV set will know how to display the rows of the pixels. This final signal containing the color and intensity of the each pixel is a set of rows along with the horizontal and vertical synchronization signals is called as a composite video signal. We have seen the definition of the composite video signal. Sound is completely separate. When you look on the back of your VCR, you can see that yellow plug, white plug, and one particular red plug. We are having yellow plug, white plug, and red plug over there. Now let us see what is the purpose of different plugs over here. Whenever we are having a yellow plug, that particular yellow plug consists of a video signal, composite video signal. Sound is either in a white plug or on the VCR that do not handle stereo sounds, or in the red plug, and while whenever it does not handle the stereo sounds, it is in the white plug. But in case of stereo sounds or VCRs, that particular sound is in the white plug. And by using that plugs, that by connecting that particular plugs or wires to that television set, we can see the video on the television, and as well as we can listen the sound. If any one pin or any one plug of that particular three pins will be removed, either red or white or yellow, we cannot see the picture clearly either, or we cannot see that or we cannot listen that particular sound of the picture. Now let us see how the digital television works. In case of digital television, whatever the true digital TV on the other hand is completely digital, and it involves the digital cameras, digital transmission, and digital displays for the purpose of digital television telecasting. Now let us see the digital cameras. They are working at a much higher resolution than the analog cameras. It will give a very good quality of particular image or video. Whatever the digital transmission, it will be used for the this particular digital signals. And digital display for the television set, it is also an important point or important component of digital TV at a much higher resolution, which will give a very high resolution so that we can see a picture clearly. We can see in the image that that particular digital television converts the picture into streams of zeros and ones. Means here in case of digital television, you will get more detailed picture, richer colors, and clear image than the analog television. In short, we can say that the picture on the screen will always be near perfect picture. Okay, picture perfect, it will be near the definition of picture perfect. It is received. Why that if it is a picture perfect? Why we called it as a picture perfect? Because characteristics of the digital transmission, that is called as cliff effect, that's why it will be near the picture perfect definition. Unlike an analog transmission which roll along and getting progressively weaker digital signals, we will forge ahead to the end of the transmission range at the same quality, but then they just suddenly stop as though they have fallen off a cliff. That means you won't get any image because an antenna is too far away from the transmitter, that is in the analog television. Getting the concept of working of DTV, now we will see in detail how that particular DTV, that is digital television, is working here. DTV uses a continuous variable signal. A digital broadcast converts that programming into the stream of binary on-off bits, that is zeros and ones. We are having continuous variable signal. That particular broadcaster will convert particular programming into into the streams, that is number of zeros and ones. This is the same way that computer stores information in data files. Whatever the information we are storing, that is not as it is being stored in the computer, it will be first converted into zeros and ones in the form of zeros and ones, that is digital form. That particular information whatever we have stored, it will be stored in the computer. Just like that, that information is converted into the digital data. Each bit represents a small part of the picture, and all the bits combine to reproduce the original picture. Just like we have seen, whenever there is an image, there are number of squares present in that image, that is pixels. We can call it as a pixels. That particular image is divided into number of squares, number of parts, and that is called as pixels. Just like that, that each bit represent whatever the digital bit, that is zeros and one, that represents something information, part of the picture. And that bits, when we combine all the bits and all the zeros and ones, we will form a original picture. The primary advantage of the digital broadcasting is that these binary bits recombine to produce an exact copy of the original material. Okay, means data will not be lost anywhere. We will get exactly picture that we have transmitted at the output. The picture and sound receivers from the digital transmission are always identical to the original source. Means whatever originally we have recorded in the digital camera, exactly the same will be displayed on the digital television. There will be no interferences in the signal, either in the video signal or audio signal. That's one of the advantage of the digital televisions. Now let's move to the next point. Let us see digital TV quality levels. What are the different quality levels for the purpose of digital television? First one is Sdtv, that is standard definition television. Sdtv is a basic level of quality display and resolution for both analog and digital transmission of Sdtv may be in either the tradition 4 is to 3 or widescreen 16 is to 9 format. Means whatever the sdtv standard definition television that particular is having signal is having, that will be either shown in the traditional format, that is 4 is to 3, that television sets, the analog television set in before days, where is 4 is to 3, or it will be shown on the widescreen, that is 16 is to 9 format. In case of edtv, second one is EDTV, that is enhanced definition television, that is it is having enhanced than the standard television. EDTV is a step up from analog television. EDTV comes in 480 pixels, widescreen 16 is to 9 or traditional 4 is to 3 format, and it provides a better picture quality than the SDTV, but it will not provide the picture quality as HDTV. We can call it as EDTV is a middle range in case of SDTV and HDTV. It provides better quality than SDTV but lower quality than the HDTV. Now let us see the third quality level, that is HDTV. Nowadays it is very much in use, that is high definition television. HDTV in widescreen format 16 is to 9 provides the highest resolution and picture quality of all the digital broadcast formats, which are combined with the quality enhanced sound technology. HDTV sets new standards for sound and picture quality in the television. Okay, getting these are the three quality levels. First one is standard, second one is enhanced, third one is high definition television standards. These all the three standards give different qualities or different experiences for the purpose of watching the television. Means from all this discussion we can say that whatever the digital tv we are having, that digital tv can provide a long term stability of color picture, and it will increase the reliability and flexibility of the particular television signals. Whatever the digital signal processing of the analog TV signals will improve picture reliability, and it will eliminate the effect of component again over time and can provide a ghost free picture, because digital technology has automatic self tuning and adjustment routines that we can see here. there will be no ghost or no interferences will be present in the HDTV. Then analog and digital interferences, signal processing ICs and microcomputer chips are now available at economic prices that are making digital television techniques feasible and attractive, which will offer several additional features. Means we can use all these things who provide a digital experience at a low cost nowadays. At low cost means little bit less cost. An analog signal that suffers a degradation in transmission power due to noise, crosstalk, linear and non-linear distortions in the circuitry. These problems will have been overcome by the A to D converters, that is sampling, quantization and encoding. Means in the case of digital television we will not be having all these problems. As digital signal consists of binary pulse trains, they can be made immune to amplitude degradations by regeneration pulses. In the digital form, whatever the signal can be easily stored, it can be delayed, it can be manipulated by means of microcomputer chips integrated in the system. This is nothing one of the advantage of the particular digital television. The digital signal that can be time multiplexed of interleaved with the ancillary signals. The use of forward errors correcting codes can be preserve integrity of the signal. This digital television system that adapts more easily the additional display functions from the teletext system, TVs and games, video text, computers, terminals. These are the important advantages of digital television. This particular digital television which provides the stereo sounds which are easy testing and alignment, quality assurance, easily adopt the advanced and new technologies. This particular digital television can adopt the new technology. It will provide the multitasking, it will provide the stereo sounds, it will be having easy testing. We can easily test that particular television, digital television. Thus, the digital technology is going to be the inevitable choice in the long run in nowadays. It is mostly or worldwidely being used by in a large scale than the analog televisions. But it does not mean that the people have stopped to use the analog signal. Means some of the people are still using the analog signal or analog televisions here, but the choice of the people is being changed, and HDTV or digital TV is being used mostly by the people. Now let us see the comparison between the different formats. We have seen different format in the first unit, that is NTSC format, PAL format and SCCM format. And here in the case of this particular digital television, we have seen the three quality formats, that is SDTV, EDTV and HDTV. In case of PAL, SEM and NTSC, the NTSC system was being used mostly than the other two televisions, so that we will check only NTSC system in case of analog television here, and all the three related to the digital television, that is SDTV, EDTV and HDTV. We will see the comparison of all these terms. Now let us see the first point, that is the picture quality. Whatever the picture quality of the picture, in case of NTSC it was 480 pixels but the signal was analog. In the SDTV the picture quality was same but the signal we were using, that is digital signal. In case of EDTV the picture quality was 480 pixels, but in the widescreen of the EDTV is of the basic type and widescreen type also. It can be used in different formats. We are using that particular EDTV in the traditional format, that is 4:3, that will provide the 480 pixels. But whenever that EDTV has made a new revolution and that will be being used in 16:9 widescreen format, that particular widescreen format will provide the 480 pixel widescreen quality. HDTV will provide the 720 pixels. Same HDTV widescreen will provide 1080 pixels, and again HDTV will provide 1080 pixels. Now let us see different transmission types related to this all the standards. First one, NTSC, here it will be the analog transmission, whatever the signal was analog. In the case of SDTV, EDTV, then widescreen EDTV and HDTV, it is a digital signal or digital type of transmission we are using. Whatever the aspect ratio in case of NTSC is 4:3, it is same for SDTV and EDTV, but in case of widescreen EDTV it is 16:9, and it is same for HDTV and widescreen HDTV also. The picture height in the pixels is 480 in case of NTSC system, SDTV system, EDTV system and widescreen EDTV system also. But in case of HDTV it is 720, and widescreen and the better widescreen than that, it is 1080 pixels. Whatever the picture width of that particular systems is 640 in case of NTSC, 640 in case of SDTV and EDTV. It is 720 in case of widescreen EDTV and 1280, 1920 and 1920 in case of HDTV. The total number of pixels are also given here, you can see that. Then scanning, whatever the scanning principle being used in the NTSC system was interlace scanning. We have seen the two types of scanning, interlace scanning and progressive scanning. Progressive scanning will give the better picture quality as compared to the interlace scanning, but interlace scanning will provide the lower bandwidth for the signal. SDTV will also provide the interlace scanning, but EDTV widescreen and all the HDTVs will provide the progressive scanning. Now let us see where this particular formats or things will be used. Particular NTSC system will be used by standard broadcast television system. SDTV will be used in case of DVD, direct broadcast satellite television cables. EDTV will be used by progressive scan DVDs. HDTV will be used by HD broadcast ABC, ESPN and Fox television. Again, the HDTV that is having 1080 pixels, that will be used by HD broadcast, CBS, CW, Discovery HD, HBO and HD Innate, NBC, PBS and Showtime, all this. And the HDTV that will provide 1080 pixels, that will be is not being used now yet for broadcasting television. It is used in HD, DVD and Blu-ray high definition DVDs. This is nothing but the comparison related to the all the standards or all the formats of the analog television and digital television we have seen till now. Thank you.